Hey everyone, welcome back to ACT Math Quick Hits, where you can make this one small change and watch these videos. It doesn't cost you any money, only costs you a little bit of time, and you're going to help improve your ACT math score. So there's the rundown of the math section of the ACT, and let's get back into it for today. Alright, so, no internet connection, well, it's fixed. Great. Alright, so what we have today is what we call a two-way table, because it has information in a table, and you have vertical parts and horizontal parts. Right? And there's two different pieces of information being compared. So it says, a restaurant surveyed its customers to determine whether or not they like hamburgers and whether or not they like turkey burgers. The table shows the results of the survey. Okay, so these are the ones, I actually don't like these. They get confusing to me, just because of the information, right? Like if they have liking hamburgers and not liking hamburgers, or liking turkey burgers and not liking turkey burgers. Just because the information is so similar, that's just kind of like one way to get confused. I like them when it's, burgers and hot dogs and like juniors and seniors or something like that, because the information is different. It makes it a little bit easier to understand what it's asking and not get so confused. But anyway, that's just personal preference. So the trick for these is to understand what is it asking, because like what we're going to do is we're going to find a probability, but what we need to know is what is our probability being taken out of. So if we look at the bottom part here, it says to the nearest 1%, what percent of the customers who responded to the survey like hamburgers. So this piece right here is super important, that customers who responded, because that tells us when we calculate our probability, we're going to use the 312 as our grand total. So our denominator is going to be 312. The other way this can work out is it would say something like, what percent of the customers who like turkey burgers, also liked hamburgers, or something like that. In those cases, that's where you would use, the total of the turkey burger people. So that's not the case here. I just wanted to bring that to your attention, because that's the way these can get a little bit more difficult, is they do what's called a conditional probability. Anyway, back to our problem here. Hopefully this will be a super fast one. So what percent of customers who responded said they like hamburgers? Okay, so all we have to do is find the like hamburgers column, which is this one up here. Maybe we should draw with a pen instead of an eraser, right? And then there's our total that like hamburgers. So, right, some people that like hamburgers also like turkey burgers, so that's fine. We're not here to judge. We're just here to do our calculation, right? So we get 195 over 312. So that is our calculation we need to do. Again, we have our Desmos graphing calculator, so we're going to be able to use that here to find that calculation. What did we say? We said 195 divided by 312. So again, not really a hack or anything like that with Desmos, just using it as our calculator. I guess the other piece for this, that it gives us 62.5, is understanding that if I turn that to a percentage, it's going to be 62.5%. And then again, we're rounding because it says to the nearest 1%. So we're going to round that up to 63%. So, all right, everyone, thanks for watching. I know this stuff isn't the most fun up there, and my videos aren't the most polished. I think my coffee was being made in the background of this one today. But we're here just to learn some math, learn about the ACT, get a Desmos hack when we can. Your future self is going to appreciate it if you like and subscribe. That way you can keep getting these and keep improving your ACT math score. Thanks, everyone.